Greetings, salutations, and welcome to another episode of the Just Two Nerds podcast. As always, I'm Phoenix.
I'm Dan.
And we'd like to thank you all for stopping by and nerding out with us. I know, it's been over a month since Halloween, but there was nothing really going on. There was nothing worth our time, in our opinion.
What do you want from me? Like,
Yeah.
I'm fishing for topics, and I'm not gonna keep fishing. And I know what you're gonna say. You could have done Wicked. No.
I wanted to do Badlands, but I never got around to seeing it. So, yeah. But
They're just things and projects that we didn't want, either couldn't see or didn't want to see, or just didn't have the time to fit it in.
Yes. But
go figure.
The last half of November,
sue me.
First half of December brought us plenty of things to talk about. That being the Welcome to Derry show. Loving that, by the way. But that's going to get its own episode because the final finale is tonight. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that one plays it. So that one will get its own thing. We also had the first half of Stranger Things. It's pulling a damn Attack on Titan. First half of the first half of the first half. Shit.
And then go in theaters to watch the last half.
Yeah, go in theaters. Oh my God. And the retirement of the one and only, the GOAT, John Cena, just happened yesterday. We're going to talk about two of those things. And if you haven't figured that out, he's wearing one of them, Stranger Things, and we're going to talk about John Cena. And first things first, let's talk about John Cena. The man that you can't see me has officially wrestled in his last match. Now,
he's officially retired. He said he was done in December.
I know people love to say that wrestlers never truly retire when they claim it the first time, maybe after the second or third time. But John's never really come across as that type of person that would lie.
No, he's done. He's done.
I think he's done. There'd have to be something crazy for him to go back on that.
The way that his acting career has skyrocketed, there's no way he's going back to doing wrestling where he can make arguably more money for less risk.
Oh yeah.
So like, for his age and where he is in his career, it makes sense. Like it's just one of those moves. It's like when a football player has to retire because they're too old. Like, prime example, when Drew Brees had to retire because his arm went all like noodle arm near the end of his career. He couldn't keep going. I don't know all of what John Cena has in the tank, but I doubt he wants to get to the point where an arm isn't working or a leg isn't properly functioning. Like, he still wants to be able-bodied and of sound mind. So it makes sense, you know.
And
by all means,
you can tell in some of like the press conference things that he's done with movies that he's worn out. Wrestling wears him out, and movies give him a little bit more time to relax and recuperate. So,
not to mention, have you seen, like, and not just I'm asking him, I'm asking the audience, like, have you seen John Cena in the films that he's done? He looks like he's having a lot of fun in every role that he's played in. Like, I can't imagine, or I can't picture a movie in recent memory where John Cena did not look like he was having fun, including Peacemaker. Like,
he's having a blast.
It looks like he's genuinely having fun. I'm not saying he wasn't having fun in wrestling, because I'm pretty sure he was having fun setting records and being known as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up and he started wrestling. Like, not a lot of people, especially back then, if you watch wrestling, you're in a pristine group of people that, oh, you believe in wrestling? You believe in that fake stuff? And it's like, dog, whether it's fake or not, I don't care. I just watched a guy jump off a ladder chest first with no safety harness onto another dude on the ground, just straight up, with no regard for his body or anyone else's body in the situation.
Nah. If your argument's always I don't watch wrestling because it's fake, the only thing that's fake is the storyline and most of the time like the beef. Sometimes there's real beef. Most time it's fake, but that's real stunt work being done. That's real.
And yes, the storyline does play into the matches and how the matches actually go out and work out in the end.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I'm upset with how they send off John Cena.
You're not the only one.
That
it is split right now from what I've seen on the internet. It is genuinely split between people who are okay with it and some that are not okay with it. A lot of the ones that aren't okay with it would have been fine with him losing, but not like that. Some of them have been, I'm happy with how he went out. The way he ended, the way he lost was perfectly fine. And I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about it.
You see how I've been just scratching my head this entire time? Because that's how I felt watching the ending moments of it. I was like, this is him. He had his entire, this whole year was his farewell tour. And this is the way that you choose to, that's how we're ending it?
Yeah.
Like that? Like,
this whole, has it really been a year since he came back? Because it didn't feel like an actual year.
I think it's been more than a year.
I think he was talking with Pat McAfee, and basically it all got brought down to like 30 something appearances instead of like a full year's worth of appearances. And I'm like, oh,
this felt so Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones ending that I've ever seen in my life.
Damn.
Or like the entire story, the entire way, the build up, the full way through. Hell, even the heel turn. Perfect. All cinema. And then you get to the end. You have one job. Stick the landing. Sell the ending. And what do? All right, guys. Now's our time to promote the Gunther storylines. Like, what was it? Was it really now?
Yeah, no. When they were putting together this tournament, and it's like who's going to be the final guy to send off John Cena. I agreed with a lot of people that it should have been someone from his past that actually had a genuine chemistry with him. Somebody.
Randy Orton.
Bring back Edge.
Any
of
when I heard the match was Gunther, it kind of lost a little bit of the edge for me.
Yeah, I heard someone say it should have been The Miz, and I said honestly that would have been a good one because they've had their beefs have been real good.
Literally, a steel chair would have been a better match.
That's true. John Cena versus John Cena probably would have been a better match. And that's no dig at Gunther's ability and his athletic skill in the ring. It's just, I don't know if Gunther was truly the right call.
And then, like, the other thing that makes my head hurt is that out of all the people that is known for never giving up, you have him tap out via submission when his quite literal tagline is never give up, and you have him
give up. I saw someone point out that his giving up was a symbolization of he gave over 20 something years to the company, never giving up, never giving in to anything, and finally his body was just like, nah dude, you gotta call it quits. And that's why he gave up. And I'm like, I don't know, I think it would have been better if he'd just lost. Would have just been overpowered. And if you could run
it would have been that he's gotten completely whipped to the point where he got to that, like, where it was a long complete battle the whole way through. Like, I'm talking physically, but again, his age, it's a lot of it just feels optically it feels bad. Like,
yes, it does. It does that was a sin because you could have done a he gave up type of ending, but instead of him actually giving up, have him to where the match is just going and eventually he just can't keep going. Like you just play it out to where he's like just gassed. He just tries to hit an AA and he just when he goes down to pick him up, he just too tired and just goes.
Yeah.
That because it's like there's his way of giving up because he's ran out of gas finally. And you can just have Gunther.
The execution, the idea was there. The execution was just not handled properly.
You have that moment happen where he's just gasses himself out to basically where he's done, where his body finally said it's quitting time, and then have Gunther not tap him out, but Gunther put him to sleep completely. Fine. John Cena technically didn't tap, but it does symbolize that John Cena's body finally said, "I quit. Like I'm done. I'm too tired. What's the line, Danny Glover? I'm too old for this shit."
Yeah, I mean,
like that's how you do it, right
not
there.
Not wrong.
And I think he just should have been booked better throughout the year. He either should have been booked better, or John should have seen. It felt like John didn't have fun with a lot of his matches either. It also felt like his year just felt unfun for him. There's some fun moments, but it felt like he just didn't have a fun final year. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to be over with it. I feel like that too. There was a part of me that feels like seeing him in interviews. He was like, "I'm truly done with it. I just need to fulfill what I wanted to do. I want to put over some talent. I want to do all that." I don't think Gunther needed the over. It's not like people didn't like Gunther.
I don't. And again, it's more confusing than it is like, man, he's finally retired, and he's just like, that's how he retired. I know. I wanted a better retirement match for him, even if he lost. I wanted a better one. Like it leaves a sour taste in some of the especially some of the fans that because I've seen some of the videos and the comments on Reddit and YouTube, and it's just like some people are done with wrestling after this because the way how it ended. Because it was like, I don't want to see how you're gonna handle other legends leaving if this is the way how you're gonna do John's. Like if this is what all legends are looking forward to. That's not. Yeah. I mean, Ric Flair's retirement, I think, was great. It was a great match. It was a great way for Rick to retire. I think Batista's was okay. It's been a while since I've really ever seen clips from it, but I think it went well. You'll have to remind me on that one. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. I don't know anything about Goldberg's official retirement, but I haven't seen anyone complain about it. I don't know. I just feel like the concept of a when athletes do their farewell tours, I feel like it feels different, or this time for WWE, it feels different than the normal way. Oh no, I did. Hell, I'm going back and I'm remembering from when Tom Brady had his farewell to when Dwayne Wade had his, to when Drew Brees had theirs. It just all felt like, even in wrestling, to when not The Rock the first time, when Ric Flair had his, when with Shawn Michaels, Shawn Michaels went through his, Rey Mysterio when he had his goodbye tour, and fucking Booker T. T's farewell tour did not feel. His last match did not feel like this last match. Yeah, no, I remember that one. It felt like a good last match. Like if anyone thinks that I'm not telling the truth here, just go back and you can go on YouTube. I'm pretty sure they're on YouTube, and look at all these other final matches, and the area, it feels different. The fans aren't devastated because of what they just watched. Like, they're actually joyful that their guy is, it's sending them off with something good, not just, wow, I can't believe I just watched Cena get crushed. Like, I can't believe I paid money for that. Yeah, like that's some people's That's how some people feel. It's like, wow, I can't believe I just paid money for that.
No, I agree with. I feel for them because all those other matches, even though the guy lost, it felt worth it. It felt like there was this that hole you're gonna have because this wrestler that you've watched is gone, but the match had a good closure, and you're like, I can accept that. I'm happy for him. Like I've still watched clips, and I'll be scrolling, and I'll find it, and they'll be like, you know, retirement match of Ric Flair, and I'm like, this is such a good match. And it's like, yeah, we know it's set up. Yeah, we know. Of course, Rick's too old to keep going, but it just felt right. It felt good. This didn't feel good. There's something missing, and it wasn't because he lost. It's not because he lost. It just something was missing from the fact of how he lost, the way things were.
Again, it's the execution. Like you can have a flawless gymnastic routine. You can do the entire routine flawless, but if you don't stick the landing, that will kill the entire performance all the entire way through. It doesn't matter what you did in the first half of the performance, in the middle, or the last. If you don't stick the landing, that part at the end is just as important as that part in the middle, in the part of the beginning, in the part right before the end. It's the ending is just as crucial as the beginning. Like you gotta stick the landing.
With
and
the
I
beginning,
don't feel like they did it.
With the beginning, do you think John Cena winning 17 as a heel was the right call? Or do you think he should have heel turned, come back, won it, lost it, type of thing?
I think it was the right call. Like the heel turn, call. Him winning, everything that happened, the whole 17 wins, all that, perfect. Everything that's something that I felt like that's not needed to happen, but it was one of those things like on my way out, I'm getting this on my way out type deal. Like I'm leaving here with something type situation.
Yeah. I didn't mind the heel turn. I was actually genuinely shocked when it happened because people.
Oh no, that did not dismay my level of how shocked I was when it happened. Because again, I grew up with watching the news stories of like how many Make-A-Wish foundations John Cena has done. He is a Guinness World Book record for the amount of like childhood things that he's done, because that's how much he's done for just people. And then to see the heel turn as an adult, see that heel turn, I was like, yo, what no, you know, out of all people, like I know it exists in wrestling, but god dang, this one hurt. This one hurt bad.
I do like that his heel turn, because it was kind of like people were saying that about Roman Reigns. They try to push him as this good guy Cena, and Cena had the good guy persona better, right?
Yeah.
So Cena didn't need a heel turn, but seeing it was cool. Roman needed that heel turn. I liked Roman's technically. I feel like I liked Roman's better because Roman's truly did come out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Like we didn't see this throat cut. We didn't see this connection with The Rock. Not that I'm mad with it. It's just like we're like Roman went away because he has to go away, and then he's gone. And then next time we see is he comes back, spears somebody, starts beating him down, and then we ended off with him with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, that was a good heel turn.
But
really
the
didn't
thing
see
you
that
also
coming.
have to remember, was like, I think it was either right before COVID or during COVID. It was in that time frame. But there was a time where Roman was about to speak on the mic, and him holding the mic was garnishing boos already. Mm-hmm. And then the second he put the mic to his face, they got so loud he couldn't even speak.
Yeah,
like
I remember that.
Because I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't hate him like everyone did. I don't know where the hate came from. I thought he was cool. And then the heel happened. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Here it comes. Here it goes. He's about to go in. He's going crazy. And then like you said, then he spears him out of nowhere, starts beating his face, and it's like, oh, Oh, he's lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And see, I kind of wanted that with Cena's heel turn. I feel like had there not been had The Rock just been like, and like, just started maybe doing like a slow clap type of arrogant look to his face, and then you just see it pan back, and then Cena hits him, low blows Cody. I think that would have been a better way to do the heel turn, because then you could see Rock make the change. Like he was like, yeah, congrats, and then you just see the slow change in The Rock's demeanor, and you're like, something's coming. And then when Cena does it, I think it would be better than him doing it, because it's like we saw it at that point. We all saw it. At least us that were watching. Obviously, if you're there, you didn't see it unless you're.
No. I imagine the people in the crowd it was a more for in the crowd moment than it was for TV type deal.
But just imagine not seeing The Rock.
I wish they'd go back to doing moments that were made for both TV and the in-person experience, because you remember growing up, like watching it on TV and seeing it in person, like it almost felt like a seamless experience between what was happening, because you couldn't predict what was going to happen from the TV audience perspective versus what was happening in the stadium at that moment when it was playing.
Yeah, like the reaction was almost at the same time.
Oh yeah, no, you had a reaction about the same time the people in the audience had a reaction, versus now it feels like I at home will react to something and then the crowd will have that reaction about
a couple seconds later.
0.5 seconds left, like it's on a delay.
Yeah. And it's because they didn't see it, but we did, because they knew the camera. That's why I liked Roman's turn, because we all kind of experienced it at the same time. All of us watching, the people, obviously it was COVID too. They had the screens, everyone there. Like, it wasn't like we saw Roman coming in and stuff. Like, no, he just slid in, deuced it. I was like,
I think that's also what helped Roman's turn even more, because it was COVID.
Yeah.
And like, everyone's watching from home, because I remember I was watching from home just in a little bit of a shock. It was just like, damn, it was even, because I said to myself, like, what's even worse is that there's no one there. There's like, it's COVID, there's no one in that stadium. He just got whipped in front of there's no one there practically to help him outside of the staff. So I was like, in my head, I was like, God, if this isn't like a back alley somewhere, this dude would have been dead. Like, he probably would have just been dead. Or if not dead, very, very concussed for the next day. So bad.
How would you have felt if they'd have done like a Rock Cena 3 for his send-off?
I wouldn't have minded. Like, it kind of would have made sense. It would have made a little bit more sense.
Right?
But I still don't like the whole the whole Gunther thing. Just still makes me upset.
Because when I was looking into the stuff about his heel turn, the heel turn was there. They were going to do a lot more involvement apparently with The Rock, but then something went down and they almost had to basically drop the storyline with The Rock's involvement. So Cena had to carry his heel turn basically by himself, because it was supposed to be a lot more interaction with him and the big chief, the final boss type of control. But stuff happened with all the stuff in The Rock. They basically, because The Rock left, they almost had to drop the storyline completely. So he didn't even have a heel turn, which I feel like if that was the case, pivot and go full thugonomics at that point.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Because I think it would have been a great way to end it, would have been Rock Cena 3 and Cena getting back at The Rock for getting in his head, twisting him to the dark side, setting him up, and getting that comeuppance. Be like, yeah, you got me that 17, but was it worth the type of shit, you know?
Yeah, like for the overarching story, yeah, it would have made a hell of a lot more sense for the overarching story. But I swear, it's something with the storylines just pissed me off, man.
I think it also hurts too because if we look at all the other guys who retired, they retired with someone who had tenure with them.
Yeah.
They had connect, where Cena's was putting a newer talent over. And I get it, that's totally Cena's thing, but this is your last match. Go out with someone that you guys were always on good terms and you just want to have one great match together, or go out with the guy that you are like, your characters always butted heads. The Miz.
Do it for the fans.
Do it for the fans. Gunther didn't need the push.
Do it for the people.
Gunther did not need the push. I don't.
If not for the fans, like for what what that would have brought in from an audience viewpoint. Like, 'cause don't get me wrong, the last match is gonna bring in views, but the last match versus The Rock or The Miz or Shawn Michaels or Randy Orton, or against Sheamus.
Yes, Sheamus would have been a good one.
Any or would have been.
I wish he could have done Randy, but I don't know where the heck Randy's been lately. I haven't seen him.
I don't know. I think he might have been.
Maybe he's hurt. I don't know.
It's possible.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. There was something missing, and I feel, as someone who was not a super big fan of the Super Cena era, the Cena is untouchable, he's unbreakable, he's freaking everywhere. I was not a super big fan of that because I got into wrestling slightly before all of that. So I was seeing like Hollywood Rock. I was seeing later stages of Stone Cold. That's where I was getting into wrestling. So this big super, and like I stopped it for a while, so I missed his Thugonomics era. And I got brought back into Super Cena. So I was like really freaking annoyed with everything about John Cena. I was so annoyed with this shit. And then, of course, like his first big match with The Rock, where he's calling out The Rock for shit. I was like, fuck this motherfucker. Fuck him. Fuck him. The Rock's the shit. Fuck him. I grew to love John Cena a lot more over the years. And honestly, I wish I'd enjoyed him more during the early areas of his run. But I'm glad that I was able to become a fan of him genuinely.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, at first I wasn't a super big fan because of the push, the Super Cenas and Scooby Dooies and everything. And I'm like, fucking Fred. I'm like, fuck this guy. He's a good guy, but fuck this guy. Fuck this character.
I mean, I'll admit, because again, I grew up. That was like peak when I was getting into wrestling too. Like I was watching it beforehand, but I wasn't peak into it until my cousin came over, and because that's who I would watch it with. So he would come over on weekends and we'd watch SmackDown on that Friday. Next thing you know, he puts it on one day and Cena's intro comes on, and I was just like, dog, whose intro is that? That intro was clean. He's like, it's John Cena. It's like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
I was like, hang on, this guy seems pretty.
Super Cena, yeah.
I was like, oh my god, it's like this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate him as much. I wish I would have. Appreciated him later in his career.
Next thing you know, I had the wrestling action figure dolls, the whole ring. I had the DS game version of fucking WWE.
This is gonna be really wild. I had pretty sure it was an N64 game, or maybe it's PlayStation. I couldn't remember which one, but you can make the characters. It was a SmackDown, and I made one. Funny enough, off the character of Shaft.
Oh no!
I don't know why, but I was like, I'm totally making this character and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
And for me, a big turn point, like with wrestling, I got really into it, was when Sting went Dark Avenger.
Oh.
Yeah, and he looked like the Crow, man. And I really love the Crow movie. Really love that first one. The second one and third, like,
I'm not gonna. I always thought that looked a little goofy. Like I always thought it looked a little goofy.
As much as those following Crow films are not great, I think they could have been better if the production was better.
Yeah.
But Brandon Lee did set a precedent, and I still watch. I watched it not too long ago. I'm like, God, this movie's still so good. But had that, and then Sting went full. I'm like, fuck yes! Like that was when I was really, really interested before I stopped.
Oh man.
I love that shit, but
I always thought that Crow was goofy, man.
Oh man, the Crow's great. Sting going over it. He tries to say it wasn't because of that, but other wrestlers are like, I kind of tossed it at him that you should do this look. Like, come on.
Look, the Crow, his costume was good, but it has nothing to compare to the production value of season 5 of Stranger Things, though.
I don't know. Stranger Things may look pretty, but the story was fucking boring. I'm so bored. I had it on,
man.
on just primitive. Y'all, that was a good segue, by the way. I like that.
Yeah.
We'll miss you, Cena, but we got to talk about some stranger shit.
You will be missed, sir.
Indeed, you will.
There are things stranger than your retirement.
And yes, it is. And it's the really weird half season of this fucking show. I really liked the first season, and I watched it when it was 2 seasons in. That's when I started watching. I'm gonna watch this shit out just to watch it out, but I just didn't care. I felt like I was trudging to get through each episode. I'm gonna be honest.
That's awful because I felt like I was waiting. I wouldn't say waiting patiently because when I watched it, I sat down and I ended up watching all 4 in a row because I just didn't want to get up because I was already like wired to the screen because I was wanting to see what was going to happen next for a while, for quite some time now. And then it also didn't help that because I watched it on the Sunday, that Saturday before, I literally watched everything in a row leading up to the new season.
Oh, so you went back and rewatched it?
Yeah.
You know, maybe that would have helped me enjoy it. It was just, I put it on one night when I was playing a game with my kid, and I put it on so I could watch it back and forth. And at one point, I just had it on, and I could just hear it. I'm like, I've missed too much. I got to backtrack. So I did backtrack. But with each of the episodes, when the credits started to roll and we moved to the next one, I was like, I was still on the same fucking episode. I thought I'd already switched over at one point. I legit felt like I had switched into 2 to 3 episodes, and it's like, nope, that's into episode 2. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what's up with the season, but I wouldn't say it's bad. I'm just not as invested. And maybe it was because I kept switching between that. I was switching between that, the second season of Interview with a Vampire, and Welcome to Derry. I was probably not setting myself up for greatness on that one.
See, this is why I was glad I was able to carve out just a good amount of time on a Sunday and just block it all out. Because I knew if I didn't watch it all in that go, that I was gonna miss something, or some details or something might get lost in between the lines, and I might miss it and I might not enjoy it. So I sat down and made sure that I can get all of it. And again, from Saturday to Sunday, man, it's a little bit, there is some contrivances going between the gaps of season 4 and season 5. It's not completely segue streamlined 100%. Like, there's a little bit of plot hole gaps, but I beg you to give any show under a microscope and not find a plot hole.
You can't, honestly, you can't.
No. So I'm not gonna sit here and judge it because there's a couple of, there's some people that are willing to crucify the show because there's a couple of plot holes, and I'm like, what show doesn't have plot holes? Name me 5 major shows that don't have plot holes.
Oh, don't give One Piece fans a chance to answer that. They'll say the show's never got a plot hole. This shit's got plot holes all over the fucking place. I guess it all depends on how big is the plot hole. Is it this big or is it this fucking big? You know, which one we're working here? I don't think they were that big of the ones I kind of noticed.
They're more like puddles.
Yeah, puddle, maybe like little Swiss cheese holes type of stuff. Like,
no, nothing. Nothing that I was sitting there was like, well, how did we get back to here? Like, what's happening with this? And a lot of it, I was like, I willingly glossed over, and some of it, I was like, I can't fully judge on how this is all happening because it's not done yet.
Yeah, that's the other thing that's bothered me. They didn't put out the whole season. I hate that shit. I hated it when they did with Attack on Titan. I don't like it they're doing it with this one. Do the whole fucking season. Like I said, I was watching an interview with the vampire. At least it was a whole season. I'd have been so pissed if Netflix would have been like, here's half of season 2. We're gonna do the other half here, and we're gonna fuck you, bitch.
No.
God, I hate that shit. I hate it so bad. Like, there better be a fucking reason. Like, writer's strike, COVID, money. Fuck. Maybe that's the shit out of me.
More money.
It's I hear it's like it's echoing in here. I think what also hurt the show, for me, I'm not saying the show is bad. I think when I'm sitting here comparing it as I'm watching it, or I put these other shows above it, I was more invested with Interview with the Vampire and the story, even though it's a lot of heavily fucking dialogue shit.
Oh yeah,
that show is so heavily dialogued. And if you are someone that's can't vibe with homosexual relationships, you're like, you're not going to enjoy that show, because there's a lot of that. I would even say there's a lot more than I remember hearing about when I listened to Anne Rice stuff, but fuck it. They're great actors. They're having the time of their life. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. And the next season's all about the Lestat, so we're going to maybe get a Kasha, and I'm super excited for that. God rest Leah's soul. But
yeah,
it was hard watching this, and I'm like, I'm so invested in this. I'm so invested in the It show. This just felt like something was lacking for me. And I got to the point I was like, no, finish Stranger Things, because we got to do this. Finish it. That's all I had. I watched the last 3 episodes straight through, and I'm like, something's missing from this that I didn't have when I watched the first 2 seasons. Maybe the first 3 seasons. There's something missing for me.
I also have to throw in the fact that I follow a lot of the stupid memes that pop up from the show. So at a point in time, I do remember, I was like, I think I was halfway through episode 2. I stopped just to go get something to drink. I went on TikTok for like 5 seconds. I saw one TikTok about what I just watched, and it made me laugh to a point where I immediately just had to come back and finish the rest of the episode. So I was like, well, it's like, if I'm already on TikTok and I'm already seeing things on TikTok, this is bad news. I need to make sure I watch it so nothing on TikTok spoils what I'm about to see.
Was it the meme of the one Demogorgon throwing the assist to his other Demogorgon for the power slam? Because I saw that one the other day, and that was fucking great. I completely missed that.
The one that I saw was is freaking Nancy's mom stabbing the Demogorgon, but it was to like rap trap music. It's just like see, and it was like the original Walk 'em Down Wheeler. I was like, oh my god, it's back. The Walk 'em Down Wheelers meme is back. And then I proceed to open the comments, and I'll have to send you the image because this image is amazing. But someone took the image of their dad, the fucking Mike's dad from there, when Will gets his powers unlocked and he's holding up his hand. They superimpose his face on there with like he's unlocking the power, and it's so good. It's such a good fucking image, and I died laughing at that for I want to say at least a solid hour of laughter, because I was like, this is too much. Like the memes alone were propelling me to go through it, because I was just like, I want to see more of the show. So when a meme comes up, I can understand it and laugh at it.
Maybe that's what I was missing. Maybe I was missing the memes.
I
Yeah.
definitely need to start sending you more of the memes.
I
then,
think
because
so.
and my whole thing is I didn't want to send you any of the memes because I didn't want to spoil anything for you, because some of the memes are like kind of spoiled, and the people in the comments, some of them have no respect for spoilers either.
No. And I think the only thing that actually spoiled me was I was scrolling and someone was making fun of when Will activated his powers. And I was like, oh. And I don't even know why I stopped to read it, because I think it was just one of those where they had it fucking posted here, the words, and they were just like, And I'm like, Will has power. Fuck. No, fuck. but part of me was like, I'm not even fucking surprised anymore. Fuck it. I just kept going. I was like, I'm like, well, I don't even fucking give a shit. I saw people do re-edit works through, like, I guess, media of when the mom, Nancy's mom, fought the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, you know what? That's not a bad re-edit. Like, they just changed some way things were moved and pasted. That's actually a pretty good edit on that. So I was like, I saw that before the fight, but I'm like, still a good fight. I still enjoyed it.
Another one of the memes that I saw is that it was like Henry knew to attack on that day because if you remember, it was doing like, what's the name of that freaking show? The Twilight Zone music.
Oh, yeah.
It has the Twilight Zone music going in the background, and it's just like, if you remember from earlier in the show when they was reaching for the bacon, and you realize Ted didn't get his full amount of bacon. Thus, he wasn't at his 100% power for when the Demogorgon struck that night. Henry knew this, and that's why Henry sent the attack. Because if Ted would have had his bacon, he would have been at full power, and he was not leaving with Holly. I was like, I can't believe someone just wrote a synopsis on as to how powerful Ted Wheeler actually is through the fact that he didn't have his morning bacon.
But they're probably right, honestly, yeah. He wouldn't.
By the end of the TikTok, I was sitting there, like,
you saw how effective he was.
At the end of the TikTok, I was like, but damn, what if he did have that bacon though? Like, imagine if he had his full breakfast. He probably would have been a different animal, but the same beast. Like, damn. It could have been great.
That's why, because look at it, like, if you that scene again, he just gets the plate and he's like,
disappointment.
That just killed him.
And we've all been there. We've all been to that situation.
Hope bad. He was probably thinking, I hope nothing fucking bad happens today, because I'm shit out of luck. Everyone's fucked. I didn't get my bacon.
Everyone in the world has had that moment, because everyone in the world has been at school, and you've gone to school lunch, and you've gone to get something, and there's only one left, and it's not the best piece. It's the worst piece, because it was at the bottom of the fucking pile of greased up food already, and it just, or even worse, Phoenix, when you'd go for field chow out in training and you'd get the bottom stuff of the field chow and it's the worst. Again, I'm not saying that field chow was bad. It's just once you got to that bottom part.
I don't know. I've had a veggie MRE before. That shit sucked. Ain't nothing worth a damn in that. Yeah, there ain't nothing in that. It's also like when you're
vegan MREs should be. You should get tried with treason for making.
Yes. How the fuck? It's also like when you're in line to pick up lunch and you see that last plate of food that you're like, oh, this is it. I'm gonna have a good day, and no one's touching it. Like, the 10 people in front of you aren't touching it, but the person right in front of you decides to go, you know what? I want this. And they put their shit back to grab the one thing. That.
Yep.
Yeah. What the fuck? God.
It's the worst. Like, I remember one day in high school, I just discovered what the fuck a parfait was. If you don't know what a parfait is the most delicious thing on the whole damn planet. It is quite literally. It's just yogurt with granola and fruit. Me
But it's
not
delicious.
knowing what the fuck it was. I just wanted to try it because I seen it every day and I was like, okay, I'll try it today. Because I had one before, and I think it was the blueberry one, but this one was strawberry and I never got it before. So I'm walking over there. I just saw someone pick up the other, I think it was blueberry one. I just saw someone pick it up. So I mean, there was only one more strawberry one. So I was like, let me go get it now before someone comes back or someone picks this up. And as I'm going back to get it, the person comes back and switches the strawberry back for the blueberry. And I'm just like, you walked away. You made your decision. You finalized your choice. And then you're just like, nah, I'm actually just gonna be a dick and put this one back.
No,
you can see there's already like 30 strawberry or 30 blueberries there, with only the one strawberry. You're just gonna be the ass and take the last one.
Yeah.
Like you just gonna be that guy. And that's the equivalent of what Ted went through on that fateful morning. He got robbed of his precious bacon that he damn well needed.
Well, it's clear that the wife got bacon because she was throwing fucking hands with that beast.
No. She didn't get bacon. She got Chardonnay. She was
on that wine shit with that fight.
That wine gave her +5 in strength. You've never played Fallout before?
No.
That was a +5 in strength attribute. She was ready to ball. She was ready to throw hands after that.
You know, she handled it quite well for someone that was like, I don't know why my daughter, who is this old, is talking to imaginary people. It's fake, it's nonsense. And then this monstrous, flower-headed, fucking blooming face creature shows up, and she's like, holy shit! She doesn't freak out. She doesn't break down. She starts stabbing.
Zero hesitation, grabs bottle, breaks it on side, and raises it up. Zero hesitation. Wastes no time. The walk 'em down wheelers exist, folks. If you
a lot of your parents
fuck with them if you want. That Demogorgon picked the wrong house. That was the wrong address.
You know, Henry should be sending Demogorgons to those parents that say they wouldn't kill for their kids, because wheelers are not. Well, maybe not Ted because he didn't have bacon, but now Mama Wheeler, she be throwing some fucking hands.
Now, Delightful Derek's family, they got drugged and the house got home alone.
That shit was so fucking great.
Eat the pie. In my head, I went, because there was a scene that was happening.
I feel like I missed this scene somewhere.
You didn't. But the scene that was happening in front of me was Erica telling her to eat pie. But the scene that was playing in my head was the scene from The Help with the chocolate pie, and I was like, these two scenes, these streams are crossing in my head, and I do not like this because this is bad, because I know that's just the pie is drugged, but it's not shit pie. And it didn't help that it was brown pie and it looked, and it was so bad. I was like, the whole time, the entire time, I was just trying not to have that moment of calm realization, and then I was like, oh shit, I still think it's The Help. It's The Help all over again.
I still think I missed a scene where Erica just shows up at the door and was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, did I fucking miss something somewhere?
I think you missed the scene where they go to ask Erica to get inside the house.
That might have been what I missed, because I'm like,
because there's a scene that happens where they plan out. Well, I wouldn't say they plan out. When they go to the school, Robin and Will finds out that he's going after Derek. That's when they go and do some investigative work and realize that Derek's sister used to be friends with
Erica.
And so their way into the house. Yeah. But which again, that scene was funny in and of itself, because Erica was just like, you have 60 seconds while I'm out of class. Go.
No, I still think the best. No, she was like, I told you to eat the pie. Like straight like villainous murder rampage. Should I eat the pie?
Right in the neck.
I was like, God damn. And then that fat sack of shit just keeps. He was He's still annoying, but he got less annoying real fast after he almost thought he was about to die.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw that
life
monster,
comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast when there's Demogorgons around. But I know another scene you probably missed too, because it was in that same scene, is where the teacher was talking about the wormhole.
Did I probably did too, maybe.
Because it was drawn on the board. Like he literally had the whole wormhole figure drawn out and everything.
Maybe I did. I don't remember what I was doing. Maybe.
See,
you know what? You know, I'll be honest with you. I might have fallen asleep for that split second in time. I was watching it on my couch. And you have sat on my couch before, and you know how fast that fucker will put you to sleep. Can't watch nothing on my fucking couch unless you are in game mode and you are setting up.
Yeah.
Bitch will suck you in. And I think it did. Because I think at one point I was like, what's going on? At least I didn't. I mean, that's why I had to rewind one of the shows. It's like, I missed those. It was the last episode too. I was watching last episode. I fell asleep. I had to rewind the whole damn episode.
Oh, man.
I was like, oh my God. I'm missing shit.
It's freaking the last episode. Jesus Christ.
Do you feel like.
Also,
do you feel like there was some phoning it in with the actors this season?
Not really, but I will say there was a little bit of context missing from the show in its entirety, and I had to go out of my way to look this up. But apparently there is a stage play that was done in New York and Paris that was Stranger Things that takes place before all the events happen, that actually ties in to season 5.
Did they fucking Fortnite us?
I think so.
When Fortnite threw that fucking message in with the Rise of Skywalker bullshit where the Palpatine returns through Fortnite?
I think so.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, because there's an entire stage. Like, you can look it up. There's an entire stage play that tells everything that happens
No.
to like Vecna and all the adults during their high school years.
Oh, so like what Sadie was talking about when she was going through the visions?
Yes.
Okay.
Like that scene, because that scene stumped me, because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Nothing here adds up to anything that I've ever seen in Stranger Things ever. So I went and did like some deep diving. I was like, these fuckers put bits and pieces from a stage play that only people in either London or New York have seen.
These bastards.
It's
what
like
the
fun.
fuck? Put that shit on Disney Plus or Netflix. Put it on Netflix. I'm sorry. Put it on Netflix like they did with Hamilton.
So dumb, man. So dumb.
Because you know when that scene happened with Sadie, she was explaining it, and she's like, I walked into his memories. I was like, hold on, this is kind of intriguing because we're seeing all this town from the past.
In my head, I was like, oh great, here comes the typical Back to the Future question. Not where are we? When the fuck are we?
Yeah, I was like, as soon as she was explaining it, she's like, I walked through, I heard someone yell, oh, Joyce. I was like, this is high school. I heard the mom's name. The fuck is going on? And she's like, we're in the past. I'm like, holy shit. What's happening? I thought we were going to get something from it, but apparently fucking not.
And then the 8-track ended too fast, and this is why we don't use 8-track anymore, because 8-track sucks.
Yeah. So it's what we get. It's what we get for that one. That one was on us. Because the reason I asked it about the actors, I saw some people complain that
poor Lucas, man. Like
some people were saying the acting was a bit mediocre-ish in this, and I feel like there were some scenes that felt a little phoned in. I wouldn't say terrible. I think there were just some
feel like
scenes.
it's kind of hard, and especially with teenagers, when you have to choreograph a don't tell the people who's going to die type scene with teenagers.
Just tell them everyone dies, so when they slip up, the whole world goes in thinking they're gonna die, and then the people they thought were gonna die didn't die, and you're like,
I mean, yeah.
Imagine going into
a
season
little
4.
bit on the directors.
Yeah, but like imagine going into season 4 and slip up and they just mention it or they openly admit it. The whole time you're told Eddie is gonna die, but then he doesn't die. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
the visceral shock.
Don't get me wrong, I get you. Like, the shock factor and the shock value for the actors would be there because, again, you're playing on them.
Yeah.
You're playing with their heads the whole time. And I'm not saying that's like that's why they're acting like this or that's why it feels phoned in. I'm saying it could be why. It's possible. I'm not.
They might also just be tired of this guy.
I wasn't in the acting room. Do I look like I'm in Hollywood? No.
I think they're also just fucking done with this show.
Well, it is the season finale and the last season.
Yeah, but they've been doing this show since like a decade now, it feels like.
I genuinely think if it wasn't for COVID, they probably would be a little bit more phoned in. Because you got to remember, this entire season got set back because of COVID.
Oh, so you think it would have been better with that had COVID not happened?
No.
Okay, I agree.
Because if I'm not mistaken, the only reason why season 4 came out the way how it did is because they had to cut production early because of COVID. I think I'm remembering this correct. It was so long ago. But I know season 5 wasn't supposed to take this long to make. It was supposed to be done a hell of a lot sooner, and because of COVID and all the delays of COVID, it got pushed back to now.
Yeah, we got 20-year-olds playing 8th graders.
But however, I will say the god dang, the money that's in this thing is
it looks great.
It looks amazing. Oh my god, the budget, they de-aged freaking Will. It looks just like how he did. That's perfect de-aging shit.
You know how they could have done that without having to de-age him? Plan all this shit out and record that scene ahead of time.
It's called writing.
As someone who likes to tell stories, that's exactly how you do that. You think of your story and how you want it to play out, and be like, yeah, we're gonna do flashback here. Like, this is gonna be important. Him being here is important. Let's get a shot of him in the upside down, grabbed by Vecna and all that shit. That way you don't have to de-age him at all because you already did it.
Yeah. I mean, not everything is done with advanced forethought or advanced forethought.
We can't all be Tolkien creating a whole universe and language and all that shit. Yeah.
No, you can't. Nah. You can't expect that, especially with shows nowadays. If they're going to be greenlit or not.
That's true. I mean, I think the first season went off pretty well anyway. So I was pretty sure they were going to get greenlit.
Yeah, I know, but like, you would have to imagine in that writer's room, they're probably thinking, will this hit with audience? Like, because they probably might think, yeah, Netflix might greenlit us and we might get the show, but is this going to hit? And it's like, so we have to make the first season as compelling as possible with as low as a budget as possible and hope to God that it hit. Like, luckily that it hit, but at the same, it's one of those things where it's like we caught lightning in a bottle and we didn't think ahead of time because we did not expect it to get this far.
Oh, I mean, that's very clear. I still think season one was probably one of their best seasons.
Oh yeah.
Even though they might not have fully planned for, I don't know. I've heard they were definitely considering this whole story out. So
I'm pretty sure the entire story was considered out, but like to make sure that it hit with the budget that they had, like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that they wanted to include that they couldn't include.
Maybe. Maybe.
Because I know that's the case for a lot of stories that had sequels. Or just like, we wanted to put this in the first movie, but we didn't have enough budget, or if we did, the movie would have been 3 hours long.
I'll tell you a show that if it gets another season, which probably doesn't need to get another season because it's done so well, it welcomed Barry. Mm-hmm. Which again, I really want to talk about it, so I can't wait for the finale tonight so we can talk about it. Because
yes,
damn, that show's done so good for itself. And I'm sure the thing is, they have enough time, I think, in the way Stephen King wrote the story and all that stuff, that they could probably fit another season before the movie.
Oh, dude, they can totally fit. Probably
as well as they've been writing and the consistency of stuff.
I'd say they could probably if everything goes well and there's no foreign intrusions or writer strikes or anything that messes with anything, they could definitely get 2 seasons in, barring any outside interference.
2
if
more?
Not 2, at least 1. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they do maybe one more.
If at least one.
One more.
I'm not asking for much.
I'll go way. I'll glaze the shit out of that show when we do the episode on it.
Which is coming sooner than you think.
Yeah, we'll get that one up. It won't take a month.
Mostly because
we didn't have
I literally put it off just so we could wait for the finale, so we can make sure that we have it all in one.
Oh god!
I dropped my cup.
And I'm not even a horror fan, and
neither am I.
I actually really enjoyed the newer It films, and it made me really want to watch it. So I was like, let's fucking go. Let's watch this. And maybe that's what this last season of Stranger Things. That too. Maybe that's what this last season of Stranger Things is missing for me. They used to have this much stronger horror element to it that's just not there
yet.
Yeah, we ain't got the last 5-6 episodes. I don't know.
Again, we're reviewing half of a sandwich.
I cannot believe they fucking did that.
That's like me coming up to you with the lower half of a sub, the lettuce, and some cheese, and telling you, okay, rate my sandwich.
And then
I didn't give you any meat, any other like top part of condiments, any extra cheese. Just that's it.
And then you're like, after you do this, I'm gonna bring you the other half.
Yeah.
A few days later. What the fuck?
And then also the dessert will be a few more days later.
Yes.
In a different location, by the way. With more extensive things around, in a fancier location.
They did that to make people who do podcast stuff like us go, well, we're gonna have to talk about Stranger Things 3 fucking times.
Or just to force us to go into movies, into movie theaters.
God.
Be a dick.
I am not gonna spend money to go watch that. Netflix, I know you're gonna fucking put it on there. I'm gonna watch it.
It's gonna come to Netflix.
Imagine if they don't. Imagine if the finale of Stranger Things was a in theater only, and you're only gonna see it if you buy the DVD. I would
ruin their audience.
I would be so. God.
They saw what. You know what allows them to do this? You genuinely want to know what allows them to do this? And I'm gonna end it on this. You know what's allowing them to do this? Fucking K-pop Demon Hunter. Because they saw how many you fuckers went back who already saw it on Netflix. It's not like it's not on Netflix, but no, you have to go to the theaters and look at the sing-along version at the theaters. When it was on Netflix at home, you gave them more money to watch something that was already at home. You fools, you played right into their hand, and now they can do whatever the fuck they want with their movies. It's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Put it in the theaters. They're dumb enough to go and pay for it.
You're not wrong. I didn't contribute to the K-pop theater, but I would have. . Had my daughter asked, I would have.
And
I have
that's
watched the
problem
show.
with society.
And I have watched K-pop Demon Hunters just the other day. I watched it again.
Saw it at home, huh?
I saw
The
it at
thing you
home.
already paid for. Imagine how many people went to the fucking theaters to see something they already paid
Might
for.
as well watch the sing-along version for it too.
Oh god, dude. You know the one that was in theaters?
That's on Netflix.
Fuck, dude.
They got it
That
so
one made
fucking
me
good.
so mad. He was just like, you fools. You do it's like you realize you're opening the door for them to do the most outrageous shit with their movies. And whoever complains about it, and you bought a ticket to go see K-pop Demon Hunters, your argument is now invalid and you must leave the room.
But you know what? Them putting it in theaters might have done the best thing, not for so much for the movie, but for the 3 singers that did the voices, because it has put them in the spotlight that I don't think Netflix's version could have done for them.
Outside of that, is the only good that movie did.
The fact
rest
that this
of
got
it
put into
was
the movies,
corporate greed.
the fact that this went to the theaters, gave it fucking like Oscar nominations, put like fucking like Grammy nominations.
Yes,
Shit.
but outside of that, greed, corporate greed. It's all
100%,
corporate
100% corporate greed. They're like, we already got the money from this. Imagine, I bet you we can make money if we put it in theaters.
And the Mifflin, and that's what the
Motherfuckers.
Mifflin brothers want. The Mifflin brothers want to see if they can get a Grammy.
Oh. Wait, were they singing in this shit?
Well, I don't say a Grammy, but an Oscar,
I don't
or
know.
whichever the award is for.
I think it would be Oscar for TV and film. Yeah, I don't know. They better pick it up in that back half of the fucking season. Because,
Oh,
like I said,
this way.
you enjoyed the first episodes because you watched it in one sitting. I clearly should have fucking done that if I was gonna have a better time. Because
What did you all think of?
I'd rate the first half a fucking 5.
I'd give it like a 7.5. Because again, I give it a 7.5 because it's not done.
The Stranger Things fans are gonna be so fucking mad at me for that one.
Yeah, you're causing an uproar.
It might come up when the next half, and then the one that I won't watch in theaters, but eventually, hopefully, watch if it makes it to Netflix.
Why must you do this all the time?
But
why must you always piss people off?
I'm so involved with it. I was trying to piss them off even more for the Halloween episode. I kind of succeeded.
Always.
I kind of succeeded. But yeah, Stranger Things fans, first half of season 5 is a fucking 5. It is middling. I would rather watch.
Says it with conviction.
With conviction, I would rather watch Interview with the Vampire again instead of that season.
Man, it's crazy. This man is crazy.
Give me another.
Stranger Things has broken up half of their show, and John Cena gets taken out by Gunther on the submission hold, and that's genuinely how they want us to end the rest of the year. I don't understand.
But the saving grace will be the It show tonight.
At least
thank you, Pennywise, the fucking dancing clown.
Thank you, Pennywise, and thank you, Stephen King, you sick bastard.
Oh, he's a sick bastard. I don't know if he could have made this show any better, but they made this show fucking good. Thank you, Bill Skarsgård. Oh man, he's gonna get a fucking massive applause from me on the next episode. God. Oh man.
Yep. Oh man. Well.
Yeah, what did y'all guys think of the first half of the Stranger Things season 5 finale, part A of part B of part C type of bullshit? Do you agree with me, or are you gonna be mad at me? You're probably gonna be mad at me.
Or do you agree with me? And
I think he's biased. He's look at the sweater. He's just biased.
I'm not biased just because I'm not grading something on a scale when it's not done.
I'm giving them what they gave me, and what they gave me was a 5. It might come up.
What they
with
gave
the back
me was
half.
a 7.5, and it has me looking forward to the rest of it. All right,
I'm gonna finish the damn show, but they better pick this shit up.
You're just a hater. You're just a hater.
Hey, I was enjoying seasons 1 through 4. This one,
You know what? I bet you after I send you all the memes, you'll change your
the
perspective.
memes might actually help. Actually, yeah, send me the memes. The memes might actually help. The memes will be the saving grace for this fucking half series. I better see some wild fucking shit in this next half. Something. Oh, you know what? Because I didn't care for the fucking soldier bullshit either. I was tired of them every time they were on fucking screen. Didn't want to see them either. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of these dudes. Who's this doctor lady? No, I don't give a fuck.
No,
and didn't she die? Is she dead?
I think you're thinking of a different chick.
No,
or you could be thinking of the same chick. Because again, it's not fully explained yet. We don't know.
I'm talking about the chick that was in the Upside Down that wanted 11 but didn't get 11 because she got attacked by something and she might be dead.
Yeah, it could be the same chick. It probably is, but again, the explanation as to why she's not dead, I can't tell you. I didn't write the fucking show. It could be in the next couple episodes.
It probably will be. She'll somehow come back. Who knows how it should be?
So whenever that gets to play, then we'll answer that question. But we can't answer that question.
I better fucking pick it up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Stranger Things. Pick it up. Pick it up. I'm hanging over here and I'm like, fucking pick it up.
There's no pleasing.
Yes, it is. You make a fucking horror show with about a dancing clown eating people. I'll be fine with that. That's how you make me happy. Or the dramatic retellings of a relationship between two vampires.
Oh boy.
That's how you enjoy it, man. Also, I'm really looking forward. I'm just hoping I get. Also, I'm really excited for Akasha come next season of that show too. God, fuck, damn it.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be Aaliyah, and I feel bad. That girl's she's got fruits to fill, but you do her right.
Oh.
But I was not impressed with seeing Stranger Things season 5 part 1.
Yeah, let's just end it on that.
You can fucking tattoo it on you, and it's a 5.
We'll end it there.
Stranger Things, how this shit fell off so hard. What do you guys think? Are you gonna be? I hope they're mad at me. Be mad at me. Be mad at me. I don't give a shit. Put in the comments below. Let's get discussion going. Is it high rating? Is it flawless? Is it perfect? Why are we accepting the bullshit of parts? Whatever in the comments. Let us know below. And we will catch you guys next time on the Just Two Nerds podcast. See ya.
See ya.